All right, I'm glad y'all can be with us today. Okay, just stand in a spot with lots of space around you to move around. Feet, spread the toes out. Just feel as if your toes just grow into the earth like roots of a tree. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, knees soft, and the hips just sort of intersect right over your ankle. So if you did a plumb line from the ceiling, it should just be a nice straight line. Hips relaxed. You don't really want to tuck, but you want that tailbone nice and relaxed. Your abs held firm, not squeezed tight, but just, you know, in control that you're holding them in. Big breath. Let's reach up and exhale. As you come down, just lift and then sink. Pulling energy in. Think of expanding your rib cage as you're doing this, and as if your lungs were like big balloons, they're blowing up, and then you exhale and empty those balloons. That way, you're getting in as much oxygen as you possibly can, body feeling full, and utilizing that to wake up everything in your body from head to toe. Couple more. Let that energy and that airflow come in and out of your body. Now let's turn the palms up and go the other way. Turn away and open. And as you go back, you know, when you're going back, pull those shoulder blades back and squeeze and open that chest. Once again, for maximum lung capacity, lots of good oxygen. Very good. And that slowly warms up the shoulder. Good. Couple more. Good. Last one. Good. And just shift your weight side to side. Just again, getting things warmed up, transferring weight from right to left. Remember, as we're doing this, keep your shoulders over your hips. Just kind of let the body just sway side to side. Very good. Now, let's start it with a gentle little rotation coming from your hips and your waist. So we're still doing the same movement. You're letting your arms just move a little freer, letting your waist twist a little bit. So you got to warm it up slowly. Don't twist too big, too quickly. Good. Now let your eyes gaze in the direction that your shoulders are going. Good. And if you want to make it a little bigger, beat the drum, you can. Not too big or too excessive right now, as your body's still warming up. Good. Good. Now bring yourself back to the center, back to side to side. And let's do a shoulder roll back. So as we go side to side, as if we're pushing the elbow to the side, still gives a little rotation in your waist and warming up the shoulder, opening the chest. Good. And now let's take the arm bigger and do that. So just, you may have to slow down the movement. That's okay. Really feel that openness in your shoulder. Good. At the same time, still opening the hips and the waist. Good. Just a couple more. Good. And back to the center and just kind of shake it all out. Shake your legs, your arms, just a little free form, moving around just to see where the tight spots or the sore spots are this morning. Depending on how well you slept, and if you slept on one side, got it a little more tight than the other. Okay, let's roll. Breath up. Now, just roll close into your body. Let your body hang a little bit. Just warming up. So just a little stretch. Release the head. Let the arms dangle. Feel a gentle pull in the lower back. Turn this down just a little bit. Just let it hang. Good. Now slowly uncurl. Use your abs to help you uncurl. Lift up again. And let's do another. This time soften the knees and just let your body go a little bit further than you did last time. Head release. Arms relax. Just feel a bit more pull on your back. If you need to support your back with your hands on your thighs, feel free to do that. That'll give you a little more support. Eyes open, knees soft, abs pull in as you uncurl. And again. And this time, just go as far as you feel comfortable stretching right now. It's just a warm-up stretch. Again, support your back if you need to with your hands on your thighs. Just a nice, gentle, loose, relaxed bend. Now, eyes open. Do soften your knees and put your hands on your thighs. And now let's push the head forward and your tailbone back and sort of flatten the body a bit. Abs are pulled in for support. Breath. Exhale, round in a letter C. Breath. And push out, back flat, tailbone out, top of the head forward. Very good. This time when you're in this position, you should feel more of a stretch. A little bit lower in the back of the legs, behind the knees. All the way down the hamstrings. Breath again. Exhale, knees soft, curl. Big breath. And now push out again, flatten it. Open that chest. Look down at the floor. Very, very good. All right, soften the knees and curl up. All the way up with the arms. And release. So we're just going to do a wax on, wax off movement. So still working on warming the waist and your core. Just push the arms one direction and the other as you shift the weight. As if you were painting a beautiful wall or a fence, or pushing the water side to side if you were doing, say, an exercise in the water. Just let the body push. Feel that resistance. You create the resistance by just imagining that you were pushing the water or pushing a paintbrush side to side. Good. Keep pushing. It should really begin to feel that waist warming up, your core. Good. One more time each way. Now this time turn to the right, stay there. Let's do our flow. Let's push the waves, pull them back, push them down, and pull in. So push and pull, push. Good, that looks wonderful. Press, pull back. So this is wonderful for the chest, the back. Balance everything. All these movements just feel so good. Push, pull in. Good, let's do two more. Last one. All right, so go into your push. Come over to the center and close your right foot, open the left, and push again and pull back. Push down and up. Good. Also, a little added, if you flex your wrist, you get a wonderful stretch underneath your wrist. That's good for any kind of carpal tunnel issues. And you spread those fingers wide. That's good for your arthritis. Push it. Good. And back. Ah, wonderful. Let's do two more of these. Last one. Push through. And come back to the center. Breath up. And soften. Let's shake it out. Let's do our Tai Chi shake. I know sometimes we don't always need to do it, but it just feels so good, doesn't it? So just up and down. On up. Very good. And walk over the chest And down the other arm. Don't forget to do the palm and then turn the arm over. So you can do both the inside and the tops of your arm. A good way to wake everything up. Which we do this so often, so I know y'all know how good it feels. And let's get those abdominal muscles as well as all those internal organs. Wake up around to the lower back of the kidneys a little bit. We'll get them again here in a minute. And your glutes. Walk back over the hip and let's go down the inner thigh with the chop and up the outer side thigh with the chop. So in and out. Keep going. Good. And now let's go to the top of the legs. Don't forget the top of the feet. And up the back of the legs, over the back side, around the hip, and down again. Up the back. One more time. Looks great. Back. Linger here a little bit in your lower back. Good. Come back around to the abdomen, up, and let's go to the back of the neck. Just fingertips now. When you get to the scalp and the head, you just do the tops of your fingertips. Over your forehead, over the brow. You can come in and under the brow, temples, underneath the eyes, especially with pollen season starting. This will a good reminder that when you do have a sinus headache, sit and do this for a few minutes. It really makes a difference. Under the nose and under the chin, the jaw, anywhere you feel a little bit of tension. And shake it all out. Whew. Good. That should feel nice and good. We're going to start with a little bit of marching. Just, you determine how fast you want to go and how high you want to lift your feet. We're just kind of pretending we're going somewhere, but marching in place. One thing to remember as we do age, we tend to, this cross transfer of motion tends to get a little bit askew, meaning that when you lift up the right leg, you want to take the right arm forward. Just remember, keep that rotation by doing the opposite arm as knee. That's one of those things that may not sound like it's a big deal because you just do it naturally, but believe it or not, you lose that mobility very quickly if you don't practice it. And that's very important for stability and balance. So let's slow it down and do that. So lift your right knee up, left arm, and then the opposite. And really over exaggerate, lifting the shoulder and the knee. And if you want to walk in place, that's fine too. But we've got to continue to keep the hips and that rotation limber so that we don't adjust our gait in a way that makes us more unstable. Good. Now, let's take the hand to the knee. So hand tapping the top of your knee. Arm can be out or down, whichever way you want to be. But just a more exaggerated knee up. Good. Now, while you're doing this, be sure that you keep your body. I don't want you to be doing this to get to the knee. Keep your body up. Good. All right, we're going to graduate now to elbow. So that's going to be a little bit harder to not want to roll forward. So the elbow is not really going to touch your knee unless you lift your knee really high. And so just get that rotation. Good. Cross the outside of the hip. That feels good. Now, about now, your hip flexors are probably getting a good workout. Okay, last 4, 3, 2. Now put your hands on your hips. Let's drop the knee and kick yourself in the back side. So just pull the heel up to your back side, keeping the knee down toward the floor. And that should stretch the front of the thigh a bit that we just worked. It's also good for strengthening your hamstrings. All right, now from here, take your opposite hand back and see if you can touch your heel. If you can't touch, if you're just in a general direction, that's good. but you should feel all the wonderful places that stretches and strengthens. Good, looks good. Let's do 4 more sets. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Just a nice little heel to toe now. Take it down to a heel and toe. Hold on 1 second. Somebody else is coming back in. All right. Barbara must have got kicked out. All right. Good. Just a nice, easy walk. Hold on, guys. Just keep doing that. I want to make sure I got her in. Okay. Good deal. Just a nice, easy toe heel walk. Good. Now let's go ahead and do our weight transfer. So what we're going to do is an easy lunge forward and back. I'm going to put my hands on the hips right now to make sure I've got the movement the way I want it, which would be toes and knees straight ahead and weight centered. So from the side, when you put that front leg out, make sure that you're behind it so that your knee doesn't jut out over your toe. And go in as deep into a lunge that you would like, or just a little weight transfer. So it's up to you. You know what your body wants to do this morning. Or push it a little bit, but work within your safety perimeters. Good. Last 4. And 3, 2, 1. Very good. Take a step forward. We're going to go ahead and go backwards right now. So the movement and the momentum is backwards. You just step into that back leg. Now, we have a couple of options. You can step back. Sometimes that movement makes me want to lift my front toe. So you get a little extra stretch there in your calf. Or you can take it more into a lunge. So you decide which is best and which you want to do. Let's push back. It strengthens the hips, the glutes, the quads, the hamstrings, works on your balance, a little bit of everything. Good. The last 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Now side. So let's just shift side together, shift side together. So shifting, I've still got my column, my shoulders over my hips right now. So just shifting out to the side. Just an easy step. We're going to do some variations with our side because sometimes I think we don't work the inner and outer thighs as much as we need to keep them strong. So they're important for balance and stability too. Right, shift. Good. All right, so this time, let's open. Let's stay there. We're open the legs a little bit wider and hip distance apart. Stick your backside out like you were getting ready to sit down on the toilet or in a chair. Then come up and together. Now let's go to the left. Open, squat down and out, up and together. We'll do it faster here in a minute, but I want to make sure you get the mechanics. So from the side, hips hinge forward, knees stay over the ankle and together. Step out, hinge back, pull in and up together. Kind of like we did, yeah, it's the same movement as if we were getting ready to sit in the chair. Be aware that when you come up, that you are indeed pushing the hips forward. That gives those hip flexors a nice stretch. All right, now let's just do it a little bit faster if you can. Open, squat, together. Open, together. Good. Out to the side, together, side. So this time as we're opening, we're going ahead and going into our squat and pulling it together. Good job. Let's do a few more. This should get your heart rate up just a little bit. Very good. Last set, to the right and to the left. Now we'll turn sideways. I want you to step out to the right again in that position. So your weight is mostly between your arches and your heels. All right. Let's pulse it. So you're just going to be like, you're getting ready to get up and you're like, no, change my mind. I'm going back down. So it's all your quads working in itty bitty mini pulses. Hold your abs tight. Let's do 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold down just a little bit on one. It's going to test your thigh strength. Hold there. You might feel it in your backside too. Breath. Now exhale, come up and just push those hips forward and let them stretch. Keep your abs tight, squeeze your glutes. Very good. Bring your feet together. Let's open to the left. We're going to do the same thing. Come down into your squat. Keep your eyes, you don't have to look at the camera right now. Kind of keep your eyes out and down so your head naturally extends from your shoulders. And here we go, just little pulses, just little pushes. I think we did about 12 on the other side. So let's go 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just hold it down there a little bit. Squeeze in your glutes. Breath, be sure you're breathing. And exhale, come up, push those hips forward, stretch that out, and then bring your legs together and stretch them out a little bit. Good. Now we're going to do one more thing side to side, and we'll do it without the chair, but if you need the chair, it's there. I want you to tap out, pull together, tap out, pull together. So instead of transferring your weight side to side, you're keeping your stability center, but you're extending your leg to the side. If you keep the toe and knee forward, you're really going to be strengthening and working that outer thigh area. So tap out to the floor. Try to keep your body centered. Good. If your knees are soft, might help you have a little better center of balance. Good. So all my weight is centered middle. All right. After this, let's try it by lifting the leg just a little bit. Lift out and together. Lift out and together. Out. Keeping the weight centered. If you got the chair there, if you need it. Good. Tap out. Ah, that looks good. Little bit more difficult to keep the composure center, isn't it? Very good. All right, we're going to be real bold now. So without the chair, let's see if we can do this. Place your hands left. Take that right toe out. The reason the hands there kind of give you a little counterbalance. Knees, supporting knees soft. Let's just do 8 little pulses, lifting that right leg, balancing on your left. Hold your abs tight, squeeze your glutes. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's go the other side now. All the weight's in your left leg, toe and knee forward, arms over to the right for some counterbalance. Stand up tall, pull everything in, and then lift 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, shake that out. So we're going to trying some more things we normally do with the chair without. And I know if you've done the yoga, we've done like a warrior 3. We're not really doing that, but what I want you to do is stand tall and extend your right leg behind you. Now keep the hands on the hips for right now. Lean your body at an angle, not all the way parallel to the floor, but if you put a board down the back of your body, you want to imagine that that board would just kind of be like this. Lean a little bit, support, you're supporting the knee is soft. Look down at the floor in front of you, and now let's lift that leg 8 times. Here we go. 8, 7, use a chair if you need it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, hold up on one. So if you can hold, if it helps to reach your arms out, do that. Excellent. Come in, shake it out. Good job. Let's try the other leg now. The left leg's back, abs are tight, body's forward. And honestly, if you want to leave your arms out, you can do that. I'm just like mine on my hips. All right, Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's lift it. See if we can hold it just a little bit. Use your arms out. Squeeze those glutes. I lost that one. All right, and release. Good job. Let's grab our band real quick. As we let those arms rest for a while. So now we got to make them work a little bit. Band is at the little finger, and if you got weights, just hold your weights, palms down. Now turn the palms up, flip it over, and make your band shorter. And that's really all we're doing with this. So if you want to make your band shorter and leave the ends open, that's fine. But by flipping it and bringing it over, you kind of made a little handle, and you've shortened your band a bit. So let's start with, again, a good solid base. Knees soft, hips relaxed, abs pulled in, feet spread out in your shoes. Lift up. Now up is slightly forward of the room. It's not overhead. That's too much rotation from the back. Just pull it down to your chest and release it up and forward. Down to your chest and up and forward. So as if you're pulling your elbows back and lift. So this again is strengthening the upper and mid back. Wonderful for posture and upper back strength. Hold your abs tight. Don't arch your back. Good. Keep the wrists straight too. Try to keep them a natural extension up from your arms. And up. Good job. Let's do 4 more. And up. 3. You'll feel a stretch in your chest, of course. 2. Last one. Stay here with your elbows squeezed back. Just take your little fingers and push out at either wall in 8 pulses. So we're just going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do 8 more. We can do it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, relax. Relax the shoulders. Move them around. Attention out. Very good. All right. So I want you to go ahead, and this is more, now we're going back down to the hips for a second. Knees are soft. Lean to the right. Push that left shoulder up. Now drop the left shoulder and round down, and then lift the right to come up and around. So we're doing a round rotation around the tailbone, not too big right now. Squeeze your glutes so that you've got good support for your abs. Just open that waist. This should feel really, really good on the right side of your body, because that right now is where the biggest stretch is happening. Big stretch. Good. Let's do 1 more this direction. Good. Stay here on top. And let's go to the left and then drop that right shoulder. Really stretch that left shoulder. Good. Looks great. Down and up. This involves pretty much all the core muscles as well as your shoulder and your back, your glutes, a little bit of everything. Good. 1 more for good measure. Back to the center and release down. Now, go ahead and put your band, double it in your left hand. All right. Then take the right and just kind of, let's see, I'm gonna do it with the thumb, with it capped over the thumb. If that bothers your thumb due to arthritis or anything, you can turn your hand and put the hand in the band, and you'll understand the difference here in a minute. And I may switch mine out if my thumb starts getting sore. So just holding it, and let's just swing back and forth. Now let's do the bow and arrow movement. Let's go right and pull back and left and pull. Now actually go ahead and pull the band. So we're not going to do it quite as fast, but this is one of our bow and arrows we do in our Qigong movement. But this time we're making it an upper body strengthening movement. So shift and bring it down. So not quite as fast. Your challenge is going to be to keep the wrist straight so that you're not cocking the wrist and putting undue pressure on your wrist. Pull back, good. Very good, keep going. One side. Now this time, go ahead and add that knee. As you come in, lift your knee a bit. Not so fast, good. This time you get a little extra leg and balance as you're doing the arms. But you definitely should feel this in your mid and upper back. Won't do too many yet. Very good. Let's do 2 more sets. Pull it in. And left. Last set. Last set. Very good. Come back to center. Woo. Loosen that up a bit. You should have some good muscle work back here in your upper back. Go ahead now, and let's put the band around underneath where your bra comes or under your rib cage. Thumbs are forward, hands are forward. So we're going to do some stuff for the chest now and to stretch the back. Still stay in your nice flat stance. And I choked up a little bit so you can determine how much tension you want. Main thing is have a little bit, but don't let it get slack at the end. Breath. Exhale, push out and open, out, together. Push, open, in, together. Now my palms are up. That's just the way I prefer to do it. But if you want to do it palms down, you can. This works deltoid a little bit differently. That's the top of your shoulder. And in, and push, open, in, together. Good job. Push, and open, together, and in. Push, open, together, and in. One more. Push, open, together, and in. Now extend forward. Palms are up. Let's crisscross. Crisscross. Squeezing and strengthening the chest. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now change it. Turn your palms down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and release back in. Whew. Get your chest loosened up a bit before we go to our punches. So we're going to do the first set with a very stable lower body. So you want to ground yourself, squeeze your glutes, pull your abs in, and keep the lower body stable. No moving in the lower body. This is all going to be waist and chest, okay? So let's start out with that. And we're going to up the tempo just a little bit. So we're just going to punch, 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 punch. So you just feel that rotation. It's just happening in the waist and in the chest. Looks good. Everybody's got that lower body stable. Keep punching, punch. And be sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Punch, 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 punch. Here we go. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And a little different. Turn your body to the right. Just your chest. Still keeping stable lower body. Let's punch 8 to the right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. So did you feel, let's rotate left. Did you feel one set of oblique muscles or having stabilized you? One set is doing more of the work. Same thing to the left. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now we're going to do same thing. Right, and then we're going straight to the left, back to the right, and to the left. Okay, so 8 on each side. Turn right. Lower body still stable. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. To the left, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 to the right, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Last to the left, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. Now let's add the rotation in the body. So here we go. Punch right, punch left, right, and left. So you're pivoting on that foot. Good. And push, push. Whole body going in the direction you're punching. Push. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 8. Good. Now go back to the right. Take your left arm only. Punch it 8 times. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and change. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 to the right. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and left. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and center. Very good. Open the chest. Bring those arms down. Let those deltoids stretch. Let your chest stretch. Very good. Relax for seconds. We're going to change our hands because I want to do one more movement. Everybody good? All right, so still have my thumbs toward the walls beside me. Band, I'm going to turn around so you can see. Band behind. Just push out to release. Push out, release. Out, release. Out, release. Good. Keep tension on it. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Shake it out. Loosen it up. We're going to do, when we sit down, we're going to do some rows, and I'm going to do some bicep and tricep stuff, but I want to do that with the band when we're seated. So I'm just going to set the band on the back of the chair right now. Breath up. Woo, stretch those arms. Breathe again. Couple more. Just kind of bring the energy down a little bit because that was a good expenditure of energy. Turn your palms up, push up, press out, and again. One last time. Very good. Now take the right arm on top of the left, and you're just holding your little ball of chi energy. Just right here between your sternum and your belly button. And as we push, turn the palms up and out. And let's transfer that energy, separating heaven and earth. Remember, keep those elbows down. And just let that energy be squeezed between your hands. Good. Just pull that energy in. Turn out. Pull in. Push out. A couple more. Just helps to bring us back in. More focused, a little more balanced. Very good. Now left arm is on top. Shifting the weight to the left. Switch your right arm up. And then turn your body to the right. Breath, change hands. Let the left lead to the left. So this is a stationary heavenly hands, cloud hands. It's just a way to sort of bring that energy more inward, using it, focusing it. Let your eyes gaze into that hand, tongue resting on the roof of your mouth. Just breathe and relax. Very good. Back to center. Bring that energy, shift the weight to the left. Bring that right knee up. Shifting the weight left, right, bring the left knee up. And let's do our golden rooster. So as we go to the right, right knee, right hand. Shift over. Your goal is to try to be as fluid and smooth as you can with as much control. Doesn't always happen. You might get it once and the next time you lose your balance. But that's why you continually practice doing it to get better. It's kind of like training the brain as you practice something to remember that, let's say you're out walking and you lose your balance, your mind is going to remember, oh yeah, we did this. So I know how to recover from this. That's what a lot of functional movement is about. See, look, I just lost my balance talking. You just have to train your brain so it knows how to help you recover and keep you upright. A couple more. Good. Okay, back to the center. Let's bring the arms up and down in a nice, fluid, flying bird, beautiful flying eagle. Just something to help you feel the energy you created as it lifts you to greater heights, to be the best you can be each and every day. Moving your body, that wonderful instrument God gave us to exist on earth, and making the best possible body, mind, and spirit we can. Just a few more. It feels so good. Very good. Let's shift the weight to the left foot. Turn the right foot out. I'm going to kind of open it wider. Work on a few yoga poses. You want to turn your body toward the right. As you turn, if you push that hip forward, you really get a good stretch in the hip flexor. And as you bend the right knee, make sure it doesn't go out, way out over your toes. Turn your body to the right. Bring the arms up and open the chest and reach up so your energy, your chest is going up. Find your focal point on the ceiling and just hold that pose 3 to 5 breaths. Keeping the shoulders down. Release, turn your body front. Or your 2, turn back, look out over the middle finger. So I'm going to do our yoga poses a little bit quicker today. And we're going to go through 2 sequences of each one. Breath, let's go to reverse. So extend the arm leg. Breath, let's go down to a side bend or a triangle. You determine which you want to do. Breath, bring that arm down onto your thigh and let's twist the back wall. And release. Breath up, warrior 1 again. Breath release, warrior 2. And reverse. And triangle or side bend. Release and twist. And bring the hand down, back to the center. Breath up. Nice tall mountain pose, toes a little bit turned out or tight. Let's lift up onto the balls of our feet. And lift your tall mountain, balance. Shoulders down. And release, arms down. Turn that right toe forward, left toe side. Warrior one. Push that, drive that right hip through. And release, warrior two. Reverse. And release, side bend or triangle. And release and twist it. Release, warrior one. Release, warrior two. Release, reverse. And release, side or triangle. And release and twist. And release, very good. Come back to the center breath. Let's grab your chair. Turn the back toward you. And then just walk back and let's stretch your back out. Just hang there for a second, pushing the hands forward, rounding through your body, really stretching your back. I'm going to change our music. So just hold your stretch and breathe. Now walk your body toward the chair. Go ahead and extend your left leg. And lean over your chair, relax your arms. I want to hold them up stiff to be working too hard. Knees soft. Lean forward so that your body is as parallel to the floor as you can. Supporting knees soft. So I've got the chair like right above my belly button, right in the middle of my abs. Gives you good balance. Knees soft. So if you're standing on your right leg, extend your right arm forward. Very good. Bring that right arm down. Bring your body up, lower the foot. And then go ahead and let's stretch those quads. Now, remember you can use your band around your ankle. You can grab your pant leg, your shoe, or put your knee on the chair. Whichever works for you to really work on stretching and lengthening those quadriceps. And just hold and breathe and stretch. And now release that. Let's stand on that leg and extend the right leg. So you should be standing on the left or the opposite one that you just stood on. Lean forward. So you're trying to go toward a parallel stance as best you can. So if I am standing on my left leg, I want to extend the left arm. extending one or the other does a different exercise, but I chose the same leg as arm today to remind you to keep those hips down and extend the body out. Now bring that back in, come up, right leg is down, reach around, take hold of your ankle, pant leg, shoe, and let's stretch those quads. Good, and release. And let's go ahead and have a seat. We're doing on time. Well, time gets away from us, doesn't it? All right. We're not going to practice getting up and down because we did our squats. We're just going to talk about sitting down. Let me turn this a little bit. All right. So be sure you know where your chair is. Hinge from the hips. Keep your weight over the ankle. And very slowly let your body sit down in your chair. Sitting up nice and tall in the middle of the chair. Very good. So slide your hips a bit more forward and then lean back again. So when we lean back, we're not really, back isn't straight and rigid, nor are we really slumped. You want just a nice little round, little letter C in your abs. Moving back a bit. And then the feet just a little bit forward so that you can relax and not have the knees so bent. Okay? So we're going to do our abs. Let's start with the hands crisscrossed over the body. And imagine that the lift is coming from the sternum. So you're lifting your body up, set up tall, take a breath. Then exhale, pull the belly button into that little rounded curve and then back against the chair. Breath, exhale up. So you're leading with your chest. And exhale, you're leading by pulling your belly button to the back of the chair. Breath. Chest up, you round slightly, then set up. And then exhale back. Breath. And curl up. Breath. Exhale down. Curl up. Down. And exhale up. And curl down. Now we're going to do little single ones, 8 count. So I want you to count yourself. Your exhale is 1 when you lift up. So with each exhale, you are taking a breath. Breath. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's try another 8. So let's go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Set up tall in the middle of the chair. And just let your body hang forward and stretch. Let your head go, let your lower back stretch. Eyes open, curl up. I know I told you earlier we were going to work on biceps and triceps in the chair, but since I am tight on time and I want to give you a really good cool down, we're not going to do that. It's just for you to do on your own. You would put the band under your chair with the palms, thumbs, and ends up, and just keep the elbows close. I know we've done that before for the biceps. And for the triceps, turn your thumbs down and push back. So that's what I was going to do, but we ran out of time and I want to give you a really good stretch and cool down. So I'm expecting you to do those on your own after class is over or tomorrow, whenever. All right, legs are wide now. We're still in the middle of the chair. And do our rib isolation. I want you to shift your ribs right and then shift them left. So it's as if you're just gliding the bottom of your rib cage over your diaphragm and just push out side to side. So what's happening here? Well, you're working your core, your obliques, but you should also feel some things in the hip as it's stretching and pushing you side to side. So just a rib cage. Good. And if that's hard to get the effect, you can also put your arms out and think that you're just pushing to each wall. That way there's a little bit more of a visual imagery, but if you can just glide your ribs, that's wonderful. Now, let's do that, but let's take it in a circle over your tailbone. So push the ribs right, chest forward, push left. Now pull the belly button in, go back towards your chair and push side, front, side, and back. Side, front, side, and back. Good. Couple more. We'll do 4 each way. And if you could really focus on keeping your seat as grounded into your chair as you can, it really does make a difference. Come center. Let's go left. So reverse the direction, chest forward, side, pulling in and back, side, front, shoulders relaxed. They're not involved in any way. And front, side, and back. Good. Keep going. Front, side. Let's do one more. So by now, you should feel the hips loosening up and the movement a little more fluid. Very good. Back to the center. Bring those legs together. Breath up again. And let's curl forward. Stretch out your back in case you did get anything into your lower back. Just stretch it out. Let your head hang. Let your body relax. Eyes open, hands to your thighs, let your body curl up. I want you to extend your right leg so you're in the middle. If you feel the chair is obstructing your ability to stretch your legs out and move your hips a bit forward. Right foot is flexed, hands on your left thigh, just lean forward and stretch. So from the side, of course, it looks like this. And just stretch down the back of your body. Back is straight right now. The reason being is we're getting the stretch down the hamstring and the back of the leg. The minute you round the back, the stretch goes more in the back and less in the leg. Just walk your right hand down as far as you can go and keep your back straight. You can reach your toe, great. If it's your knee, that's great too. Because keeping the back straight, we're still focusing on the stretch in the leg, and that's what I want us to focus on right now. Because we've stretched the back out pretty good. Very good. Hands to your thigh, come up, and let's do the other leg. So you push it out, toe up, heel down. Immediately you feel that in your calf. Keeping the back straight, hands on your right thigh. Lean forward with the back straight. And feel that pull behind your knee, your upper thigh, through your backside. And just hold it. Most of your stretches, you really got to hold. They say the ideal stretch is about 15 to 20 seconds. But you do need to hold it long enough that you really give the muscle a chance to relax, the signal to go from the brain to the muscle. Hey, you need to stretch and relax. This isn't a contraction, it's a stretch. Walk your left hand down. If you can keep your back straight toward your toe, your ankle, your knee, whatever works for you. Feel that wonderful pull down the back of your body. Bring that hand back up to the other thigh. Come up. Bring that leg in. Let's go ahead and sit back in your chair to relax your body a bit. And lift the right leg and circle the ankle. Sometimes forget my ankle circles, but they're real important. And reverse. Wiggle the toes, shake the foot out. Just give that foot a little TLC and thank you for carrying us around all day. Left leg, circle out. And in. Good, shake it out. And relax. How about our shoulders? Let's do some shoulder rolls. Back and around just to say, oh, big stretch. Worked you hard today. And now reverse the other direction. Take your right arm and cross your body and place it on your left shoulder. And then hug it with your left arm. Let that shoulder drop and really stretch all along the outside of your shoulder. If you want to extend the arm out instead of touching your shoulder, whichever works best for you. Now let's release and do the same thing with the left arm. Bring it across your body or out, hug it, and pull that shoulder in and down. Feel it anywhere from your neck across your shoulder. Very good. Now these arms are crossed like you're giving yourself a big hug. So remember right now you got the left arm over top of your right. Open, big group hug, hugging everybody because we've been sharing our energy this morning and it feels so wonderful. Hug yourself and right arm over left. You deserve a big hug. You did great. You got up in the chilly morning and got your body moving and ready for the day. Now lift the elbows as if you're going to take your shirt off. And up and down. Sit back in your chair, arms relaxed to the left ear to left shoulder. Feeling that stretch down the right side of your body. Now just come through to the center and go the other side. Ear to the right shoulder, let that left arm hang. Very good. Roll the head forward, chin to the chest. And then come center. Let's do our chin tucks in. This is great for the back of the neck. I know we say this, I don't always do it every week, but I need to remind us to do this every single week. Pull your chin in or put your hands back there and try to press against your hand. The main thing we want to do is to contract these upper neck muscles. Then release to a neutral, keeping the chin level, push back. Good, look straight ahead, push that neck back. This is a good one to do standing against the wall. Counteracts the effects of looking down at your phone, your computer, your book. And release. Let's do that one more time. It's subtle, but it's so important. And release. Now take your nose and let's draw a quarter. Or since it's right before Easter, draw an Easter egg. Easter egg would be a little more oval. But this just keeps the rotation, loosen the neck. Now let's erase your egg. So go the opposite direction and erase the egg you just made. But still visualize a beautiful Easter egg that you just decorated with your nose. Very good. All right, I think we're relaxed, we're stretched, we're stronger, we're better. Breath up. Exhale, bring that energy down. I want you to stop your hands right over your belly button. Close your eyes. Let your body sink deep into your chair. Go ahead and rest the palms on your lap. Feel the heaviness of your body as you sink into the earth. The energy you've expended, the muscles you've used. You're going with the heaviness as you feel the gravity pull you to the earth. Yet at the same time, you feel the lightness, the lift at the top of your head. That's your crown chakra, your energy, your spirituality, your connection to one another, the earth, your spirit. So your body is sort of being tugged to the earth and to the heavens. Big, full, slow cleansing breaths. You can let them out with a big sigh. You can let them out with a very slow pursed lips and nose. Just whatever feels good and feels like the right energy for you right now. Focusing on your breath, new energy, new life, a new day beginning. And exhale, pushing out the negativity, the pain, the dis-ease, anything you don't want in your day. Let it go. And take a breath, bring the arms up, hands over head, prayer hands, hands to heart. Oh, most gracious Heavenly Father, we are so blessed. We are so blessed to be here on this beautiful earth, sharing our lives with one another and sharing your love, grace, mercy to everyone that we see and meet. In this beautiful holy week, help us to remember you, what you did for us. Help us be in just a small token of that in our daily lives and showing others the love and mercy and grace that you gave to us, and let us show it to others. Be with us as we go forth. Be with those who need you desperately, whether